right now. Voters in Indiana are taking center stage in the 2016 presidential race.
Big turnout in the Hoosier State is hosting primaries for both parties, and some are wondering if the results could signal the end to a race unlike any other. Let's bring in CBS 42 national correspondent Mark Meredith. He's live in our Washington newsroom with me tonight. Mark, let's start right here. Ted Cruz really needs a miracle tonight, right?
He does, Jim. In fact, the polls just closed. The majority of them, I should say, in Indiana. We'll have to wait about another 45, 50 minutes or so to know the full results. But as you were talking about, Ted Cruz was really hoping that he would be able to do well in Indiana and try to change the game. But today, things got very nasty between him and Donald Trump. Cruz calling Trump a pathological liar, and it gives you an indication of just how heated things have become in the Hoosier State. But I want to show you where the data is when we take a look at what Indiana voters are likely to do tonight. Right now, it appears to be Trump territory. He's been up in the polls by about 10 to 15 percentage points, and Ted Cruz was really hoping to change that by naming his running mate Carly Fiorina last week in Indiana. But if the polls are to be believed, it wasn't going to be the case tonight. I want to show you why Indiana is so important, and that is the delegate count right now for the Republican Party. Donald Trump sitting right now at 966 delegates. He's getting ever so close to that magic number, 1,237. That would give him the nomination outright. He wouldn't have to worry about going all the way to Cleveland. He's not there yet, but a win in Indiana could signal more signs of what's to come. I also want to show you what's happening in the Democratic race. They're voting in Indiana as well today. It looks to be a toss-up, either Vermont Senator Sanders or Hillary Clinton territory, but they're going to split enough delegates that it won't matter as much in the math form, because Hillary Clinton still leads Sanders right now by about 800 delegates. So it looks to be an interesting night in Indiana. We just learned within the last little bit that Ted Cruz is going to be campaigning tomorrow in Nebraska. So, Jim, as you know, this is going to be a race that's going to keep going past tonight.
All right, well, let's play it out, though, a little bit, Mark. If Cruz gets beat tonight, let's say by double digits, what's your guess on what he does after Indiana?
Well, we've already named the running mate, so we can't go down that route. It would be interesting to see if he tries to maybe step away from the establishment. He had the governor of Indiana, Mike Pence, endorsement, but if it doesn't do any good, maybe he has to try to think outside of the box. I think what we'll see is Donald Trump really try to tell the rest of the states that are coming up, for instance, Washington on May 24th, West Virginia next week, that, look, it's just not a viable path to victory for Cruz. And if he's having this trouble for the nomination, what chance would he have against Hillary Clinton? But as we've seen at this point, as you guys well know, it's anybody's guess what will happen next. Guys?